Hi everyone. Hi everyone. This is Team CoolDevs. We are here to present our term project for CMPE 272 Fall 2024, which is the marketplace. I am Raviteja. I along here I'm with Krishna Shreya, Pawan Aditya, and Hafiza Samri. Moving on. First, let's discuss the overall architecture. So we are building a user-facing application, and we are planning to host it on Amazon EC2. And our backend includes MySQL database, which stores user data, reviews, and ratings. The GitHub repository for our version control and continuous integration is hosted. And for the data flow from front end to database, we are using API calls. We also have features like tracking, reviews, ratings, which are dynamically fetched from the database. And these are the technologies which we are using, which is AWS EC2 for deployment, Docker and Docker Compose for containerized services, and also MySQL for database management. Moving on.
The marketplace platform is designed with core functionalities that aim to provide users with a seamless and engaging experience while delivering valuable insights into business. So let's start with the user profile creation feature. Every user has a single profile that works across the entire marketplace, making it convenient to log in and interact with multiple companies. Next, we have user activity tracking, which monitors visits across all member companies. This is not just beneficial for users, but also for business. Another core feature here is reviews and ratings. Users can leave feedback about the products or services that they have used. This not only helps other users make informed decisions, but also gives business valuable insights. The platform also emphasizes popular products and services for each member company. The system identifies the top five most visited items and displays them on that list. And moving on to the extra features that the platform includes is a fancy user interface, a visually appealing and intuitive UI that enhances the overall experience. Another extra feature is a support for multiple rating methods, offering flexibility to the users. To wrap up, these features collectively create a robust marketplace ecosystem that benefits both users and business. Moving on to the next slide.
Yeah, so throughout the project, we really had a good time doing the project and developing the project with PHP scripts and playing with the websites. So, but still, we did face quite a few challenges. One was the issue with the deployment. So, ensuring the application worked seamlessly on an EC2 server using Docker was quite a bit confusing for us initially. Then later we had to figure out what were the issues. Like we faced quite a few issues, like when connecting to the database server, which is SQL. So and also we did do some incorrect image location URLs while doing the SQL queries. We gave a different location, and it was routing to a different path, which was actually not the original path, which again caused some connection issues, which we thought like it was again the deployment issue, which was wrong, which was a completely wrong perspective. Then we had to realize that it was the SQL query instead, which was very silly. And then we tried to debug using some debug codes, and then with that we came to know that SQL queries were having some issues. In that way, we could at least learn something. We Out of the new challenges we faced, we learned quite a few things which was new to us completely. And another key challenges was deploying the application on the Docker. While Docker made it easier to containerize the application and running the SQL database virtually without needing for installing the packages separately, but still the configuration issues and on EC2 platform was quite challenging. And when it comes to the team, I respect the whole team, all of my friends who are my team members. We had a balanced coordination among us. We did have some regular meetings, and even though we had hectic class schedules, we still overcame that, and we had fun throughout the project course. Now I'm moving on to the next slide.
So yeah, coming to the key takeaways. So the lessons we learned from our challenges are like debugging the SQL script to identify and resolve the errors. So while we face the errors with the SQL script, so the debugging from the debugging the code, we learned a lot throughout the process, and the effective use of version control to manage a collaborative project. As we were a group of four, so we had to use GitHub for the version control. So each members make any changes, we had to like uh, get a notification of the new updates. So as each user would be aware of what are the new changes and the things. And yeah, effective team coordination to meet the project deadline. So we had a well coordination through our group members. We have used channels like WhatsApp groups to stay communicated throughout the process. And yeah, coming to the future scope of the project, expanding the features to include real-time analytics for the user behavior. So we thought of including more types of uh, top five products. For example, we would be interested to use most rated products also to this as a functionality to the website. So exploring cloud scalability options to increase the user base. So if we have a real-time usage of this website, we would be using cloud services for the real-time scalability for the user base. Yeah.
Okay, now it's part B of the project, which is test case. Let's discuss the first test case, which is register use case. Precondition is the user is not registered, and the steps we are going to do is we'll launch the website URL, open the website URL, and the user will enter the name, a sample name, and an email. And the password, and he clicks register and we'll get a confirmation that registration was successful. And let's move on to the next test case on the word, which is user login and homepage access. So now that we registered, we had the user valid login credentials. Let's go on to the application and use the same credentials which we used before, and the password which we used before, and logging in. So we get the confirmation that login was successful. And let's move on to the next test case. So the third test case is accessing multiple marketplaces. User is logged in and is on the home page. In the previous test case, let's move to the application. In the previous test case, we just logged in, and this is the page which shows up after the login, where you can find the Christmas products, photography products, tech products, and software products, which are multiple marketplaces on the landing page after the login. So yeah, this test case is also met. So let's move on to the next test case, which is display of most recently visited products. Let's move to the application. Now, what the user does is after login, he selects one of the marketplaces. Let's just say Christmas products in this case. And once he opens this marketplace, he finds multiple products of that particular marketplace. And yeah, another test case is met. Let's move on. Yeah, this is one of the other marketplaces. So we can navigate to other marketplaces and check the product listings of theirs. Yeah. Let's move on to the other test case, fifth test case, which is navigate back to common home from a marketplace. Now let's open a marketplace. So this is how a marketplace looks like. And from this, we can move back to the home page where we can see the other marketplace to choose from. So yeah, so this test case is also met. And this works for all other marketplaces available as well. So moving on to the next test case, which is product visit count increment. Let's move to the application and open one of the marketplaces. So as you can see, the products have a visit counter, and the expected behavior is whenever you click and open the product, the visit counter increases by 1. As you can see now, the visits count is 17, which increased from 16. So this test case is also met. Let's move on to the other test case, which is add a review for product in the marketplace, as well as the test case 8, which is add rating for the product in the marketplace. We'll be dealing these two test cases in a single use scenario. This is the product page on a marketplace where we're adding user ID and the rating for it, and also the review of it. And the user enters the review, and now he clicks submit review. And you can see the updated review section, which is John Doe expressing that the bells were great and he gave the rating as 5 on 5. So this test case is also met. Moving on, we covered ad rating also. So let's move to the test case 9, which is display of top 5 products in a marketplace. So let's consider this Christmas products marketplace, and we move on to the all products. This is the homepage of marketplace, and we click the top 5 listed Christmas products, where the top 5 products are displayed with decreasing order of their visits, starting from the highest visit counted product, which is Christmas tree in this case, and the least visited product, which is Christmas cookies, which stands at 19 visits. So yeah, this test case is also met. And yeah, well, the other photography marketplace also has this, every other marketplace has this feature, and this is a functioning. And you can see top visits being the highest in the top 5 visits, the highest being 25 here, least being 12. And yeah, I think these examples are satisfactory. In the last example, yeah, let's move on to the next test case, which is display of top 5 products across all marketplaces. So here user navigates to the home page after visiting all the products in the marketplace, and they have the option beneath the best sellers of the marketplace. When user clicks that button, the products across all the marketplaces, the visit information is stored and displayed in the decreasing order of from the highest visits to the least. As you can see, Christmas tree from the Christmas marketplace has 30 visits, and also the Christmas gifts product from the Christmas marketplace had 22 visits. That's the reason it's in the last place. So yeah, these are the best sellers of the marketplace across marketplaces. You can also differentiate the third product, which is gaming console, which is not related to the Christmas marketplace, standing here at the visit count of 25. So this proves that this feature considers the data from the rest of marketplaces as well. So yeah, the 10th test case is done.
It's Christmas time, so the Christmas products are more.
Yes. Merry Christmas in advance.
Yeah.
So
Thank you, everyone.
let's
Yep.
let's go to the final test case, which is extra test case, extra features, where we introduce fancy UI and visual interactivity. Let's start from the home page of our website. So here you can see all the visual elements, UI and user UX elements, showing animations, which is pleasing to the eye and adds to the enhanced user experience. As you can see, whenever the cursor is hovered on the selection button, it gets expanded and shrinked when the hover is out of focus, which is as part of fancy UI implementation. You can also see the product cards interacting whenever the click is hovered on the products as well. The cards and the sections of products give a unique animation, adding to the enhanced user experience, which is considered fancy. You can also see the options popping up with underlined color and the background in different color, which improves the usability and a good experience to the user while accessing this website. And you can also see the quality and a great image as a homepage banner image, which is visually appealing. So yeah, these were the efforts which we have put into in making this website a successful and a fancy one. So yeah, thank you so much.